why the time goes so quickly. I don't know what to do with it. I'm freaking out. Well, I remember when I was a kid, parents and old people, as I considered as old back then, my age even, I considered that it's old people. Anyway, they were telling me that don't rush the time starts only speeding up with age, it all goes very fast. Well, I don't accept this. I'm not ready to accept the fact that the time will only speed up like later on, because it's already so freaking fast that I cannot cope with this. The days, weeks, years just go so quickly. And I remember like a year ago feels like yesterday already, how much faster it can go. And I feel it's just something that's happening not only in my life, and like it's not only that happening only with the age. I feel it's just something that happening like all over the world. And by the way, we all know that time is an illusion. It's just a mental concept that we created ourselves as a humanity, and as long as we believe in time, there is time. But actually there is no time. We all know that. But let's just continue contemplate and elaborate on the topic of time, because I don't know what else to call it. Okay, the time doesn't exist, it's all an illusion, but like why like a year ago feels like yesterday, why it just goes so quickly. I feel that we are consuming information with such a high speed right now, it's insane. I don't know if ever in the history of humanity it was ever as fast as right now. Well, we don't know what happened like before 2000 and everything, but as much as we know about history, it was never as fast. Like the things like being created so quickly, the information being proceeds so quickly, we travel so quickly, we can appear in a different side of the world within one day. When it was ever possible? Like if we need an answer, if we need to learn something, we just ask in ChatGPT and it's just educating you on the entire topic. Before it took like I remember how I was learning English, even myself, for me to know how to say any kind of word or sentences in English, I needed to find a book, translator. I go in this book, I open this, I go to the page of, I don't know, if there's I need to know how to say dog in English, I will just go in the letter D. I find the word, okay, there is dog. I will write down it in my note, dog, the transcription, how it needs to be spelled, and everything, the other meanings, and this is how I was learning language. Now, no one learns language like this. It's all just happening so quickly. And the life is happening so quickly. And I'm just I don't like it. It's all too much. I feel it just slips like a sand through my fingers, and I'm afraid that tomorrow I will wake up and I will be 90 years old, and I will be old and not as healthy, and my body will be in pain, and my mind will not be as sharp, and the world will be such a different place. I love the world right now, by the way. I think it's such a beautiful place where we are. Of course, there is so many things happening, but there's always things happening. But I feel the world is such a beautiful place right now. It's so safe, and it's so easy to self-realize yourself now, and it's easier than ever. When in the history we could just put camera like I do right now and just speak our truth and connect with other people so easily. I feel we live in such a beautiful time, but it's all changing. I know tomorrow will be not the same as today, and sometimes I feel I want to just freeze time for a little bit and just stay within this timeline. But at the same time, the life is always happening, and you always kind of crave for some changes, for new things to develop, and you cannot stop it. It's just happening. But I feel one of the missions that I'm setting for myself to accomplish in my lifetime, it's just how to slow down the time. Because Again, that time is an illusion. There is no such thing as time. For someone, it feels fast. For someone, it feels slow. And I remember when I'm like completely present, and I will not lie on this, it happened to me like a couple years ago when I was smoking weed and I did intense breathing exercise after, and I entered this kind of state where it's just you and the moment, and you are completely dissolving in this moment, and it's just like, it feels like second split into infinity, and there's literally no time there. There is just infinity there. And I went into this kind of state couple of times, and I believe you can achieve that kind of state where there is no time, there is just infinity, because there is infinity. Like, it's all infinite. The life just like cycling itself. And I believe you can get there in your normal life. You know, I believe you can slow down the time. It also goes down to the thing that when we were a child, like, you remember when you were a child, the time was passing so slowly, and now since you're adult, the time is just kind of escalating and goes so quickly. Because when you were a child, everything was new around you, and you were always learning. And when you are learning, when your brain doesn't have like labels yet about certain things, how they are already, you kind of take your time to explore, to see the things, the people, the subjects, the world as it is. And it's only as it is in the moment. And what is happening later, when you kind of took your time to learn about the world, the subject, you already put the label on it. And the same happening with life and with people. You kind of already know so much information about the world and things that you are just putting labels, and your brain, because it's always trying to save energy and prevent you from doing extra effort, your brain just operating on auto mode, and you don't even notice what's going on around you, because you already have preconceptions and labels all around. And of course, time just going quickly, because you are you're not even there. You're just sleeping through it. Like, you're not even like, you don't take your attention around, like, you're not giving your attention to the present moment. And when you're a child, you do, because it's something that required from you. But when you're adult, it doesn't require from you anymore. But I feel it doesn't have to be that way. I feel if we take our time to explore what's going on, and to notice the life itself around us, the time might slow down. I only experience this thing when I'm in a meditative state, when I'm in a room or outside, and I'm there. Tomorrow doesn't exist, yesterday doesn't exist, you're just there. That's why, by the way, people love so much and get addicted to the extreme sports where it threatens your life, because when something or someone threatening your life, for example, you're climbing or like skydiving, some kind of situation where you have to be completely present, where it's required from you, because otherwise you will die. And people kind of put themselves in a situation where they force themselves to be present. But you don't have to be on the edge of death for you to experience the presence. I believe you can be there if you choose to enter that state. And I believe this state is just 1 second away. But the thing is, like, I don't think there is much happening, like, from the outside perspective in this state of presence. When you're present, you're not even talking, you're not even doing anything. It might seem from outside that you are talking or doing something, but you feel as like talking is happening, doing is happening, things are just happening itself, and you're just like there, and nothing else exists outside of it. I believe you can get there. I believe you can get there, and I believe we can slow down the time. I just don't want it to pass so quickly. Please share, what do you think about the time? Do you feel like it all goes so fast as much as I do? Or what is the time concept for you? How do you manage to slow it down, if you do, by the way? And doesn't it freak you out that it's just all happening so quickly and there is nothing else you can do about it? Just please share your thoughts about time. What do you think about it? And yeah, thank you so much for visiting today my channel and for visiting this video. And I'm happy to see you. I'm happy that you are here, and thank you so much. I love you. Namaste.